between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action, Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat, 46 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. First carry now for David Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Bears at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Here's Fields. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, it's Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion goes the tight end. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Fields now to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other?
Touchdown! Cole Kmet with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-7. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd down, Goodson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. 26. Now Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. On second down now, Goodson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. Well, now it brings up 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
On first down, Goodson.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can match, too.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff as they run left side. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 620. Hey, 88, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you want
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
On 3rd down, Goodson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. In motion left, the tight end. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here's Fields.
He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Tyler Goodson.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
No problem there on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run on first down. Goodson. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Play action. It's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Yeah, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
To the air again, Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Devontae Smith,
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
and the Bears have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try the left side. Goodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Let's go now.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On 2nd down, Goodson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Now a give right side. Goodson to the 27-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. 26.
On play action, Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Bears are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's at.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down now, Goodson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, Paul.
And now here is another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you you say I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so